An ally has returned.
Hello, Paul Bellow here, once again in the Lit RPG Adventures Workshop, where I am tinkering away on our brand new world generator, and having a little success. Not a lot of LLM stuff done yet. But the reason for that is that I need to make sure the framework in the back end is rock solid before I move ahead with that. And then I'm also taking the time to plan the best way to add the context for the different areas and stuff like that. Let us create a big map here. And you can see I'm playing with, we got some grasslands, forested hills, high plains, and mountains. I probably am going to not keep these, or at least mix them up a little bit. Somebody on Twitter gave that suggestion, which is a really good one. Just come up with maybe half a dozen variations of mountain, half a dozen variations of these, etc. And it'll get less boring. Oh, let's look at the big map. Oh yeah. Got this as a little hideout now. We can change the name. Still working out the best way to do that, because we're gonna have so many things. I probably can't have an event listener for every single one, especially since they're dynamic. So what we'll probably have is, instead of editing in place like that, a button that would click it up into a modal, and then you can edit it there and then save it, rather than saving it automatically like that. But before I get too technical, we did have another breakthrough, and I have expanded the zoomed in map. So I'm thinking either one, I'm gonna let everybody decide what the main world size is, main world tile size is, and then break that, divide that by 5 for the zoomed in. So let's say we click on this plains. This is supposed to show, okay, that was 30 miles, so this is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 30, etc. So basically these become a normal hex crawl, 6-mile travel in a day type situation. So if you're planning an adventure, you might just need to, maybe do 7 of these main tiles or more. It's up to you. You can flesh out the whole world if you want. But the idea is, I want to maybe like the main one where you can click or right click or something, instead of having to go over here to the list. Oh, where'd you go, baby? There you are. I forgot what I was saying. That took a lot more longer than I thought, because basically we're using phaser on the back end for the graphics and stuff. And what I had to do is start up a separate scene for this so that I could get control of the mouse. I don't want to bug you with those technical details either. I was going to do the LLM for the cities, but that is not hooked up because we still have the stubs. Let's add a dungeon, make sure that's still working. Large. Got to get the names. So much work to do, guys. But I'm having fun, and I think it is coming out halfway decent. So, yeah, like maybe double click here, and then it would say add city, add dungeon, add event for that tile, instead of having to go over here and see, okay, I want it on 1, 2, blah, blah, blah. And then once you pop the city or the dungeon or whatever, it would update the, I gotta get that, turn that zoom down a little bit. You turn the mouse wheel one button and it's like, woo, party. But yeah, have some easier way than having to go, okay, 1, 2, I want it here, and you gotta find it here. So like just double click on this, add city, boom, city icon gets popped in there. Oh, I guess the city icon did pop here in the main world. Although, oh, why am I not centering on zoom? I'm such a bad programmer. But yeah, we got our little city icon there. Like, I don't like how it overlays, and it's like different scale. So I gotta go back to that, put it on one of the 6 sides, depending on which 6 side it's on here. Although now we got 19 tiles for the zoomed in position. But I figure if we can't, you know, we can still get this map pretty big. That's 45 by 25. I've maxed it out at like 100, 200. But it gets really slow. And I have a decent graphics card and decent memory. But with the new zoomed in, you know, each of these tiles would end up being 19 tiles. That gives you a little more. Why is my zoom not working now? Did that not give control back to it? Interesting. I think I found another bug live. Well, not live, but oh, now the zoom's not working at all. I bet a refresh fixes it, and that tells me what the problem is, so. Yep. So that worked. And it works there. So what did I do different? Oh, I clicked on that. And it still works there. See, this is what I'm spending so much time on. Weird, stupid bugs like that. That don't really make any sense. Those are too busy. I like the idea. Those look like boobies. That's why I put 4 of them. Any Total Recall fans out there? I think that's it. Like I said, a lot of back-end stuff. Make a more water world. Here's your world. Let's go down on the size. So I'm gonna keep hunting bugs and keep adding features. I'm getting closer and closer. I mean, these are kind of cool now. You got mountains going into steppes, going into wooded hills, going into savanna, just the peaks. Looking good, looking good. Just gotta flesh out the rest of this now that we got it more stable. Finish the cities, finish the dungeons, add the encounters. We still got people and monsters too. But the good news is a lot of these generators are finished already. I just have to plug them into this new framework. So I think spending the extra time to make sure this is rock solid. Trying to find out why I lost my zoom before. It's probably something stupid and dumb, but let's do a couple more maps while we're here. Temperate, super varied. Here's your world. Oh, that's the other thing. When you generate the map, it fills out here. Oh no, it's not filling out there at all. Huh. Bug number 2 found. I'm glad I do these videos. It's a way to find all these bugs so I can squash them. Okay, that one worked. Probably has something to do with closing and then opening. Because I know if this is closed, it can't populate it. So if it can't populate it once, maybe it's saying, oh, I don't know what it's doing. But a nice little world with some mountains. I do need snow-capped mountains, but they wouldn't be in the tropics. But yeah, I'm getting excited because we're making a little bit of progress. Have all the kingdom, region, resources, all that is going to feed into the overland description, which will feed into the cities and dungeons, which will feed into the people and encounters, and so on and so forth. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share, tell your mother about my website, tell your brother about my website. Spread the word. Let's get some more excitement going. I'm kind of running out of steam here in the workshop, so comments, likes, shares, all that non-important stuff gives me a little power to keep going, a power up, if you will, buff. So buff me, guys. I'm gonna get back to the workshop, and if you have any questions or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I will be back in maybe a day or so, hopefully with a lot more improvements.
An ally has left the game.